January 2025. Things were looking amazing for the gaming industry. The Switch 2 was going to come out. GTA 6 was going to come out. 2025 was going to be the greatest year in gaming history. And somewhere in the last 4 months, things have all but fallen apart. So in today's video, we're going to look at everything that's gone wrong in the last 4 months, and why it is the quick collapse of the greatest year ever in gaming. But first, please like, subscribe, and share. Anything you can do will help my channel reach more people. And if you like this video, make sure to hit that bell icon so you can get my videos as soon as they drop. Yes, in January, things were looking amazing. We had all but confirmed that the Switch 2 was finally coming out this year, and Grand Theft Auto 6 was guaranteed to come out in fall. Now let's talk about the Switch 2. Technically, the Switch 2 is still coming out, albeit incredibly expensive. And that was before we even heard about all the new taxes and the economy falling apart. Yes, for those living in the United States, all the accessories are about to go up in price, as long as you can actually afford buying the base system in the first place, and as long as you can find one. Yes, there's supply issues with the system around the world. Japan was told that many people that want the system will have to wait a long time. And the websites that are selling it here in the United States all sold out within the first 5 minutes. So if you're wanting to buy the system, you'll have to go on eBay, and you're going to have to pay a lot of extra money in order to get a real one. Or you can just spend $450 and buy a picture of one on eBay anyways. Yes, there were going to be supply issues here in the United States before the supply chain falls apart. We're expecting the supply chain to start falling apart in the next few weeks. Shipments from China, shipments from Japan are all about to start drying up. So maybe we'll get that initial shipment of Switches, but it's going to start really slowing down. And that's just assuming that Nintendo can even make them. And if they're even wanting to pay the different tax differentials, and just knowing the fact that people are going to be able to afford less in the United States, they might want to spend their time making it for other markets. Though, because we are the biggest purchaser of video games throughout the world, they're going to try and be able to get them available for us, as long as we can afford them. Not to mention the price of those games have gone up. People may have planned to buy 2 or 3 games with the system, and now they may be only able to afford 1, maybe 2. And they're really trying to get people to buy the digital game, making the physical copies all that much more money, starting with $10. But who knows how that will be affected by the taxes when the game comes into the United States. Because that could just be 10, or it could be 10 plus the fact that it's physical, having to have a tariff on it. So I guess we'll see. Now yesterday there was horrible news about the fact that GTA 6 has been delayed till a year from today. Originally it was supposed to come out this fall, possibly about 5 months from today, but they decided that they needed another 7 months to complete it. And as we all know, we've waited over 12 years at this point to just play the game. And so why not one more? Well, why not one more after that? Or one more after that? At a certain point, we need to start worrying if this game will ever actually come out. And Rockstar hasn't done much to actually make us think that this game will come out. They haven't released a commercial in over 500 days. 500 days since we've seen anything official about the game from the people that are making the game. They release updates all the time for GTA Online. It's not like people aren't working there. They just are too busy focusing on making this game look so amazing that they can't even show us a look at that game. And in the end, hopefully it is great. I truly hope that GTA succeeds. I plan on getting it for my PS5 the first day. I also plan on getting it for my PS4 like 7 years ago. But here we are, still waiting for the same game. But it was promised to us this year, and then they're failing to deliver. The Switch 2 and GTA 6 alone were supposed to be the crowning achievements of gaming. We've waited years for both of them. They delayed the Switch 2 for a year or two, claiming that they wanted to have a huge supply available to us. They didn't want to release it too early after COVID because they weren't able to produce it quick enough. So here we are, and it's a few years later, and it's not coming out in a big shipment. It's just going to trickle in, and not just in the United States. Worldwide, it's just trickling in. So some people will be lucky to have it, other people will remain interested and hope to get one later. And then some people will be like, maybe I'll just get a PS5. It's right there. It's actually more powerful than the Switch 2. Maybe I'll just work on my computer. Steam has like 1 trillion games on it. A person born when GTA 5 came out is now in junior high. A 5-year-old will now be old enough to buy the mature rated game. This is an insane amount of time between releases. There was less time between episode 3 and episode 7 of Star Wars. The gaming industry makes so much more money than the film industry. But lately, it's like, what do we have to show for it? 2025 was going to be a crowning achievement year for this industry. And instead, the only games that can be guaranteed are those online streaming games like Fortnite. So congrats to Fortnite, who's going to maintain their control over the industry because they can release a new character every 6 minutes. Switch 2 is still coming out, and it looks pretty good, if you can get your hands on one, that is. And GTA 6 will be out at some point, hopefully, before we die. But hey, there's always 2026. Hey, thanks for watching my video. Make sure to click that subscribe button and check out those videos on screen now.